could be better than a chat with one of the most brilliant and wise men in contemporary history. Reading quotes and life lessons is like speaking with the greatest minds of previous eras. Mark Twain.
Never marry a woman who has had sex with her own ego, for it'll always take precedence over you. Be careful about reading health books. You may die of a misprint. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has laid an egg cackles as if she had laid an asteroid. Wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. Turn knowledge into an advantage. With these life lessons, kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Always acknowledge fault, frankly. This will throw those in authority off guard and give you an opportunity to make a choice. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. The truth must be served like a coat and not thrown in the face like a wet towel.
Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Always obey your parents when they are present. This is the best policy in the long run, because if you don't, they will make you. Only two things will regret on deathbed: that we are a little loved and little traveled. We lavish gifts upon children, but the most precious gift, our personal association, which means so much to them, we give grudgingly. Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day. Clothes make the man. Naked people have little or no influence in society. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much the old man had learned in 7 years. Buy land. They're not making it anymore. Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. Giving up smoking is the easiest thing in the world. I know because I've done it thousands of times. When your friends begin to flatter you on how young you look, it's a sure sign you're getting old. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. The only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. The most important days in your life on the day you are born and the day you find out why. Of all the animals, man is the only one that is cruel. He is the only one that inflicts pain for the pleasure of doing it. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Circumstances make man, not man's circumstances. Let us live, so that when we come to die, even the undertaker will be sorry. Everyone is a moon, and has a dark side, which he never shows to anybody. No woman or man really knows what perfect love is until they have been married a quarter of a century. Do right, and you will be conspicuous. A man should not be without morals. It is better to have bad morals than none at all. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. It is the little conveniences that make the real comfort of life. An intelligent person never shares three things with anyone: their innermost fears, past regrets, and ultimate excuse for showing up late. Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. Be careless in your dress if you must, but keep a tidy soul. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. No real gentleman will tell the naked truth in the presence of the ladies. To be busy is man's only happiness. Pessimist, the optimist who didn't arrive. An honest man in politics shines more than he would elsewhere. Good breeding consists in concealing how much we think of ourselves and how little we think of the other person. The man who was a pessimist before 48 knows too much. If he is an optimist after it, he knows too little. No civilization can be perfect until the exact equality between men and women is included. April 1. This is the day upon which we are reminded of what we are on the other 364. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. By trying, we can easily learn to endure adversity. When in doubt, tell the truth. Human pride is not worthwhile. There is always something lying in wait to take the wind out of it. After all these years, I see that I was mistaken about Eve in the beginning. It is better to live outside the garden with her than inside it without her. Loyalty to country always. Loyalty to government when it deserves it. I have found out that there ain't no surer way to find out whether you like people or hate them than to travel with them. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting its shoes on. Life is short. Break the rules. Forgive quickly. Kiss slowly. Love truly. Laugh uncontrollably. And never regret anything that makes you smile. In certain trying circumstances, urgent circumstances, desperate circumstances, profanity furnishes a relief denied even to prayer. There are several good protections against the temptations, but the surest is cowardice. There are not enough morally brave men in stock. We are out of moral courage material. Unexpected money is a delight. The same sum is a bitterness when you expect more. All say, how hard is it that we have to die? A strange complaint coming from the mouths of people who have had to live. A truth is not hard to kill. A lie told well is immortal. The lack of money is the root of all evil. When people do not respect us, we are sharply offended, yet in his private heart, no man respects himself much. Whatever a man's age, he can reduce it by several years by putting a bright-colored flower in his buttonhole. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. Grief can take care of itself, but to get full value of a joy, you must have somebody to divide it with. In order to make a man or a boy covet a thing, it is only necessary to make the thing difficult to attain. The human race has only one really effective weapon, and that is laughter. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence, then success is sure. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. I am an old man and have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. Better a broken promise than none at all. Be good, and you will be lonesome.